Hello everyone, it's Ann here from Ann Makes. Welcome into my studio. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already by clicking on the subscribe button below there. And you can also do that by clicking on the Ann Makes in the corner of the screen. And if you click on the bell, you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. So today I am here to answer some questions that I get about using an electronic die cutting machine, specifically Cricut. Now, I get asked this question, I get these comments all the time about, I don't know how to use my Cricut. You need to make videos to show me how to use the Cricut. How do you do the Cricut? I have a Cricut, I don't know what to do with it, etc., etc., etc. Now, I have not made a Cricut for beginners video because that already exists. It's out there, and I know some people say there's nothing out there to explain to me how to start using my Cricut. Well, yeah, there is, because Cricut has those videos. They have those tutorials, they have videos, and I have a lot of colleagues who have done videos on this. But I get it. If you still feel that you're not finding what you need, I'm going to try here to explain it to you. And I don't know how this is going to be received by you, but I will do my best to try to explain how to use an electronic die cutting machine, specifically Cricut, because I have Cricuts. Okay, by the way, this video is not being sponsored. Cricut is not aware that I am doing this. I am not doing this for payment, not doing this for any other reason than because I have so many requests from viewers, and I've seen it on I've just heard comments from people that I know have the machine, and they say they don't know how to use it. So first things first, let me introduce you to the Cricut. On the market today, when you shop at Michael's or you shop online, and I'm just saying using Michael's because I am in Canada, so I'm speaking mostly to my Canadian viewers here because this is where you will buy your machines. They're also available at Costco. Costco has them at a really good price. I believe they only have the Explorer, and if they have the Cricut Maker, I haven't seen it in my local Costco. So if you have seen it in your local Costco, that is great. Share with the community here how much they are if you've seen them, because I'm sure they're going to be a really great deal. So of course you can go to Cricut.com. They often have fabulous sales, and they ship it to you. It's really good. Okay, so what is available currently? If you go to Michael's or any other store, you will find a Cricut Explorer, Explorer Air 2, and the Cricut Maker. Those are the two electronic die cutting machines that are currently and still being sold in stores. Now, here you see my little Cuttlebug. Now, the Cuttlebug is not an electronic die cutting machine. It is a die cutting and embossing machine, but it is a manual. Now, this Cuttlebug is soon to disappear from the stores. I'm just giving you a heads up about that. They have discontinued making the manual machine, and it's not the first time that they've done that. That's the first model they have of the Cuttlebug. They pulled it off the shelves, and then a couple years later they came out with a newer model. So I don't know what their plans are for that, but I just know that they're not going to be selling that anymore. Also, on my counter, you might get a glimpse of this machine here. This is an older Cricut, an older model. They don't sell that one anymore. So my videos have been focusing only on the Cricut Maker because that is what I was asked to focus on as a Cricut core blogger. Now again, as I said at the beginning, this video is not being sponsored by Cricut. So, but I do have a working relationship with them, and so I am respectful of their policies, and yeah. So when you purchase a Cricut, okay, first of all, I want to say to you, why are you purchasing a Cricut? Do you know what it does? Okay. First of all, let me tell you what it does. It's an electronic die cutting machine. What does that mean? It means that if you like to do a lot of paper crafting, if you are a general DIYer, crafter, etc., you may want this in your arsenal. This machine will cut, will write, will also score, create folds, material for you. It is possible to work with papers, chipboards, fabrics, acetate, thin metals, balsa woods, and I'm afraid they're felt, of course, many types of textiles, denim, felt, wools, cottons, polycottons, etc. Different types of paper, cardstock, construction paper, just a whole bunch, any type of paper really. It is possible to use the Cricut Explore Air or the Cricut Maker to cut those materials. Now, what is the difference between a Cricut Maker and an Explore Air? Now, the Cricut Maker has a very specific system inside of it. And I'm going to try to bring you closer, and sorry if I shake you a bit. So here's you're very close now to the Cricut Maker. This is what it looks like. What is different about a Cricut Maker versus another type of Cricut, like its predecessor, which would have been the Explore Air, to the Explore Air and every other single other electronic Cricut before, is its adaptive tool system. Now this is only available on a Cricut Maker. Okay. It means it's more adaptive to different types of cutting and scoring tools. That's what it means. There are tools that fit in the Cricut Maker here that will not fit in the Explore Air. So I'm going to have a lot of pictures plugged in here in this video because it's going to be really hard to go back and forth to show you everything. So again, the Cricut Maker has an adaptive tool system that works with different types of cutting tools. With the Explore Air, you can cut a lot of things. There are now the inside of the Cricut Explore Air and the inside of the Cricut Maker may look very similar to you. However, they have some very big differences. But let's not get into that right now. However, if you are a serious DIYer who really wants to design and cut with materials other than your basic papers, chipboard, cardboard, and just fabrics and vinyls, then a Cricut Maker may be for you. But if you are just a general crafter who's into paper crafting and such, the Maker would definitely be overkill for you. Yes, I am supposed to promote the machine, and I do, but I think that this machine is overkill for just the basic paper crafter. I have been to scrapbooking crops and card making crops and all that, and I see people there with the Cricut Maker, unaware of all the potential this machine has. They're just crafting, they're just making cards and scrapbook pages. You don't need to spend all the money that this machine will cost you for that. You are fine with the Cricut Explorer Air. Okay, so you bought one of these machines, you got it home. Next thing you gotta do is take it out of the box. I know that seems really basic, but I know a lot of people who buy it, they're excited to get it, they bring it home, and then they're just like, I don't know what to do with it. So first of all, read all the instructions. It's that simple. Every machine that you buy, especially if it's a brand new machine, and even if you're lucky enough to get a really good used one, should have instructions with it. There are instructions on the box. You don't have the box anymore, you just have the machine and the manual, you're still fine. You don't have that at all, you're still fine. Okay, so you've taken it out of the box. You've taken the Explorer Air out of the box. You found the pamphlet here that says learn more. And hopefully you open it. You learn about all the parts of the machine. You do that so you can understand what you're gonna be doing. It's that easy. It's just like a car. If you don't understand where the gas and the brake are, the ignition, how to turn the high beams on, and how to use the wipers, and how to signal, where the signal thingy is, you're not gonna have a good experience driving. It's a little bit the same way with any type of new electronic tool. So learn a little bit about the machine. Learn where you have to plug it in. At the back of the machine, you will see these spaces here. One is for the power cord, this one, and the other one, do I have this right? One of these is for the power cord, and the other one is for hooking up the USB cable to your computer if need be. Now, the thing is with Cricuts now, you do not need to have a wire running. You can do this wirelessly, of course, because they work wirelessly. Now, I always leave the USB cable connected to both of my Cricut Explorer Air and my Cricut Maker, so I can connect them to my laptop. Although it's not necessary because they work wirelessly, I can communicate on my laptop, my iPad, anywhere that I am in the house, and communicate with my Cricuts. I prefer to connect them directly because I have a poor internet here and I get disconnected frequently. So it's safer and easier for me to stay connected. But I have worked on it wirelessly and it's been successful. But sometimes if I'm working on a big project, a long project, I'll be using the camera a lot, I'll have to pause. It's just simpler for me to keep my laptop connected to the Cricut. But it works wirelessly, for sure. So, your question probably is now, well, does that mean I absolutely need to have a computer to work a Cricut? Yes, you need a computer or a laptop or an iPad. I am not 100% sure of the compatibility with Android products and other types of tablets, but I know that if you have a PC or a Mac, they both work with the Cricut. And I know iPads work, I'm just not sure about the tablets. You would have to look that up. So yes, and why do you need to be a computer? Because you need to communicate with the machine. That's how you communicate with the machine. That's how you tell the machine, hey, I want to use you and I want you to cut something for me. That's why you need it. And that is where the intimidation comes in. I completely understand. Because you just want to use the machine and get going. However, you need to tell it how to work. And that is why you have your iPad or your laptop or your desktop to tell the machine how to work. They communicate one to the other, and from one, it tells the machine, because the machine is not a computer itself. And the possibilities that these machines have are phenomenal. They can do a lot, but they are not computers. They are cutting machines, basically. So you need a computer to do all the thinking, basically, for them. And then give instructions. There's code, and there's little codes that the computer sends the machine and says, okay, Anne would like to cut this vinyl to be used as a decal on something. Okay, so basically I go on the computer and I go into the system and I say, yeah, I want to make a project. This is the project. I can pick a project and I can tell it, yes, I want to make this project. I want to make it, and I have to tell it what kind of material. Why do I have to do that? Because the machine has to calibrate. And the machine needs to have the right tools, and I have to use the right cutting tools. I have to use the right supplies and the right mat to use the machine. So that's the next part. So in the next part, I'm going to show you what it's like to be at your computer and telling your computer basically, hey, tell Cricut I want to cut something. That's the next part, okay? So I hope that you are finding this useful so far. Please leave any questions you have below in the comments. If there is something very specific that you want to know, please put that in the comments too. I will do my best to address those questions. But just know that I am working on another video. Now you've taken the Cricut out of the box, you've plugged it in. Now what do? That's going to be the next part. So this was just an introduction, a simple introduction and initiation to getting the machine. So I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, please leave comments, please like and share, and stay crafty. Thanks for watching. Bye.